Welcome children. Once again I am going to explain about narration. Before explaining the topic, let me tell you that in my previous class I have already explained about rule 1 and 2 of the narration, and now I am going to explain about the other rules of narration. Before explaining rule 3, let me tell you that all present tenses of the direct speech are changed into their past forms in the indirect. Is or are or am changes into was or were. Has or have changes into had. Can changes into could. May changes into might. Shall changes into should. Will changes into would. And for example, number 1, direct speech. She said, I am in the room. In indirect, this sentence becomes, she said that she was in the room. Example 2, direct speech. Mother said, there is no milk in the jar. In indirect, it becomes, mother said that there was no milk in the jar. Example 3, direct speech. Uncle said, there are no apples in the market. In indirect speech, this sentence becomes, uncle said that there were no apples in the market. Example 4, direct speech. Shyam said, he has no money in his wallet. In indirect speech, this sentence becomes, Shyam said that he had no money in his wallet. Example 5, direct speech. The nurses said, they have done their duty. In indirect speech, this sentence becomes, the nurses said that they had done their duty. Now, let me explain about rule 3. Rule 3. If the reporting verb is in simple past tense and reported speech expresses a universal truth or a habitual fact, then the tenses in the reported speech remains unchanged. For example, number 1, direct speech. The teacher said, the sun rises in the east. In this sentence, the reporting verb, the teacher said, is given in simple past tense, and the reported speech, the sun rises in the east, is a universal truth. So in direct speech, the reported speech remains unchanged. In indirect speech, the sentence becomes, the teacher said that the sun rises in the east. Example 2, she said, she takes bath. In this sentence, the reported speech is a habitual fact and so remains unchanged. In indirect speech, this sentence becomes, she said that she takes bath. Now, let me give you some rules for the change of pronouns. Rule 1. Pronouns of the first person are changed into pronouns of the same person as that of the subject of the reporting verb. For example, number 1, direct. I said, I have done my homework. In this sentence, I and my refers to the first person and remains unchanged. Only the auxiliary verb have in reported speech changes into had. So in indirect speech, this sentence becomes, I said that I had done my homework. Example 2, direct speech. You said, I have done my homework. In this sentence, the reporting verb you refers to the second person and the reporting speech I and my refers to the first person. While changing into indirect speech, the reporting verb you remains unchanged while the reporting speech given in first person changes into second person. So in indirect speech, the sentence becomes, you said that you had done your homework. Example 3, direct speech. He said, I have done my homework. In this sentence, the reporting verb he refers to the third person, while in reporting speech, I and my refers to the first person. While changing into indirect speech, the reporting verb remain unchanged, while the reporting speech I and my changes to third person. So in indirect speech, the sentence becomes, he said that he had done his homework. Rule 2. Pronouns of the second person are changed into pronouns of the same person as that of the object of the reporting verb. For example, number 1. Harish said to me, "You have done your homework." In this sentence, the reporting verb said to changes into told me refers to the first person, remains unchanged, and in the reporting speech, you and your refers to the second person, changes to first person. So in indirect speech, the sentence becomes, Harish told me that I had done my homework. Example 2. Direct speech. Harish said to you, "You have done your homework." In indirect speech, this sentence becomes, Harish told you that you have done your homework. Example 3. Direct speech. Harish said to him, "You have done your homework." In indirect speech, the sentence becomes, Harish told him that he had done his homework. Rule 3. Pronouns of the third person remains unchanged. For example, number 1. Direct speech. I said he has done his homework. In indirect speech, this sentence becomes, I said that he had done his homework. Example 2. Direct speech. She said to me, she is doing her homework. In indirect speech, this sentence becomes, she told me that she was doing her homework. And with this, I am ending my today's class. Goodbye.